Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Shade in the
Shade in the
City.
City.
I am your girl, Treese.
It's Nose.
And today we're jumping into our review of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 15, episode 5. It's Drama for Your Mama. That's what it's called. Drama for Your Mama. So there we go. So if you haven't already, Shade Squad, please make sure that you hit the like button.
And that subscribe button.
And let's get into it. And let's get shady. As we know, Kenya is pissed off. These ladies banging at her door and threatens to call the police. Marlo tells the ladies that she's leaving and going to get steak. I do believe that's what she said. I don't know where she's going to find the steak, but she said she's going to get her steak. So Monyetta says that she isn't here for Marlo disrespecting Kenya like that. And, basically Monyetta thinks Kenya has a good explanation. But it's basically blown that Kenya has left her to the wolves. They going back and forth in the elevator. Everybody's getting annoyed because it's a back and forth. They both want the last word. Yeah, so they get out the elevator, right? And Marlo walks out and she's being, Marlo dramatic, and she goes and she pushes the door and basically tries to slam it. And almost hits Monyetta, but apparently she says the door was heavy. Sheree thinks that that's BS. Sonya admits that she believes that Marlo tried to do it purposely. And Courtney is like, of course not. That Marlo couldn't have done such a thing. So yeah, but Monyetta kind of gets up in her face, and then Courtney kind of intervenes.
I know Kenya, she got on the phone with Monyetta, and she says that she's basically ready for who's not in her core group of friends to go home. So then Sonya gets on the phone and tries to figure out what she's talking about and try to get some understanding. She told her to pack up her stuff, leave, and don't come back. And Courtney is over in the corner kissing Marlo's ass.
Of course.
Yes. After Sonya called Marlo and told her what happened, Marlo sent Kenya a rude
The viewer
message.
said they're over Courtney.
Were they ever on Courtney?
No, I don't think they were, but it's not a good addition per commentary, per the comments.
Marlo sent Kenya a rude message telling her that she was being a rude bitch and she needs help. Marlo then came over to join the ladies, and Monyetta told her, "But I'm gonna kill him. Don't push me."
And I feel like I know Ray and Pookie in them.
Mm-hmm.
She know them.
I bet you Marlo know them.
Look, let me.
And we ain't talking about. I'm not even talking about her little 20 years ago thing. I'm just saying, Marlo be acting all uppity, but I really believe Marlo is really a hood bitch. I really believe she's a hood bitch.
I think that's her problem. I think she's battling so hard to fit into this group of women,
and she's a hood bitch. And that's why Marlo laughed in Monyetta's face when she said, "I'm a killer, but I ain't no killer, but don't push me." And Marlo like, "Boo, have you checked my stats?"
Right. Check my record. I'm trying to get expunged.
Right. Exactly. Look, Marlo said, "Who gonna check me, boo?"
Okay.
Not you. So then Sonya once again tries to reason with Kenya while she's on the phone, and Kenya act like she didn't even know this lady.
She was like, "Who am I talking to?"
Right? I said, "Oh, you's a shady ass." So Sonya told Kenya is a shady little bitch. She's shady as hell.
She was like, "How was I supposed to know whose voice?" But it was like, and then Sonya was like, "So you want to act like you want to sit here and act like we ain't never talked on the phone, like you don't know my voice, bitch." I was like, Sonya's really in her feelings. And what it goes back to when you think your friendship is something that it isn't.
Well, I understand where Sonya came from, because it's not that she thinks that she has a friendship like that with Kenya. It's that she wants the same respect that she's giving. She wants the energy that she's giving out. Your friends that you claim to be your friends aren't here for you. And I didn't have to be here because I got a whole job that I have to drive back to in the morning and then plan to come back here for you. But I can't get the
That's
same respect
facts.
in return. So I don't think it's necessarily that. She wants the energy reciprocated. Sonia told Marlo basically, boo, if she want me gone, I know she wants you gone. And Marlo, we know she don't give a damn. I go what I want, I do what I want. I don't give a damn. So apparently Drew was in the hospital after dealing with the flu. Kandi was finally able to pencil in some time for Todd, and he wants to discuss his movie, but he's getting aggravated because Kandi is constantly getting distracted. Now she says that Mama Joyce finally called her because apparently they didn't talk since BravoCon, but she didn't mention anything about what happened at BravoCon, and she knows she's gonna have to do something to fix this. Courtney and Marlo are giving the tea on everything that happened on the trip. Courtney is talking to Drew, and Marlo is talking to her life coach, trying to get sanctified.
Sharon, I think her name is.
Who the
life coach.
Life coach. Now apparently 9 a.m. that morning, Kenya wasn't feeling well. She said that she was feeling dizzy and was having a hard time breathing. And she thinks it has something to do with her just recovering from COVID. Sheree heard all the commotion that was going on outside her door, and she goes to see that the ambulance is to get her. So Sheree called everybody to her room and shared what was going on. So they FaceTime Kenya, and apparently, she's running a fever. She has to get a chest X-ray and an IV. And it really hit home for Monyetta, who just recently lost her mom. And Marlo, said a prayer for her and actually extended a hug to Monyetta, although Monyetta was skeptical about it. Now, all the ladies did let her know that it's possible. They let I guess it eased up Monyetta because they let her know that it's possible that Marlo did not slam the door on her, that it was a super heavy door. But if I'm not mistaken, I can understand it being a heavy door, but I feel like I wish they would have ran back the clip at this point in time because I feel like I saw Marlo take the door, go like this.
Oh, absolutely.
Like it wasn't just like she pushed the door open and then let it go. It looked like she went like this. So, I ain't here to start no mess.
It's not like Sheree faking to kick the door. It's like, oh no, Marlo really pushed. She wanted Monyetta to know.
She didn't fake to kick the door because I heard a noise when she kicked the door too. So
I don't know. That's up for debate. So
they rolled the clip back for that.
So Sheree takes all the ladies down for breakfast, and the next morning, and they talk. Sheree shares with the girls.
No, she took them down for breakfast.
Well, she treated. She was like, "Oh, I had to get Uber Eats because."
I thought she got it for herself.
No, she was like, "Oh, I had to get Uber Eats." I thought she had breakfast for all of them. Am I wrong?
I don't know. I saw one bag.
I thought, well, look me out. I'm out here giving Sheree credit she don't deserve. I thought she bought.
I don't know. She don't even want to pitch in for a party. I can't see her that she playing
because she was saying something about they weren't serving or something at the
yeah, I remember her saying that they wasn't serving.
So I thought when all the ladies came down, she had like ordered Uber Eats and like had a spread for them. Yeah,
I didn't see everybody eating either. So I don't know. I know the ladies packed up and decided to get some food. Now that I do know. And I do remember her saying the hotel wasn't serving no food, so she had to order Uber Eats. But I don't remember her saying it was for everybody. And I only saw her with one bag and a couple of crates. So,
well, damn, Sheree. Okay. Well, Sheree didn't buy him breakfast, but they did sit down and talk. And she bought herself breakfast. And they sat down. She shares with the girls that Kenya's having tests run. But then Marlo says she tried to call to send flowers, and they said she was discharged. I said, you shady.
Who's shady?
Marlo.
Why?
Because I don't think she was calling to send flowers at all. I don't think she was calling to send flowers at all.
You know what? I thought she was genuine about sending flowers, but being that you said that makes it super funny.
Marlo's the type of person that would just, I sent a car for her, and they said she wasn't there. Like when she would be one of those just to have the tea and be like, "Bitch, you lied."
Mind you, this is right after they got a text from the assistant saying that, she's doing okay. She had some tests run. Like she was
Right.
still in the hospital. And that's when she said, well, I tried to send her some flowers and they said she got
she was
discharged.
discharged. Because I mean, even Sheree, everybody else was like, well, damn, you gonna do her like that? After you just said a prayer for her? Anyway, so then Marlo then asked Monyetta to demonstrate the routine Kenya was supposed to do at the show, which she happily does. And Marlo admits that Monyetta can dance her ass off. And so she says she's really enjoying like the lady and the sisterhood of it all, or at least she's acting like it, and says she hopes that they can be like this when they return to Atlanta. Sheree goes as far as to say when Kandi and Kenya come back around. So Monyetta said she's fine as long as she gets respect. Nobody is trying to fight her friends. And Courtney asked if she can get on better terms with Drew.
And Marlo also said she don't know if she can do that.
Right. So Sheree says she thought her and Drew were on good terms, but then she went on a podcast and talked about how Sheree took back all the items that she gifted them at the reunion of the she by Sheree.
She needed it to sell.
Huh?
She needed it to sell.
Apparently
she had so much sales that she needed to take back the gifts so that she can sell those.
Now she's playing the devil's advocate. So then Sonya and Courtney go to hang out at this candle shop. Sonya asked her thoughts about how the trip went down. And Courtney gets on her for leaving, basically. And Sonya says her feelings were hurt. And like Nels was saying earlier, she basically just wants a friendship.
And Courtney, I'm gonna need you to shut the hell up because Kenya told her to leave. That's what you need to be getting on. Get on Kenya. Kenya told her to leave. She didn't just say, you know what, F this, I'm leaving.
Right. And basically Sonya says that she feels like she's being treated differently because of her friendship with Marlo. And she plans to have a discussion with Kenya. But she just wants a friendship that's reciprocal, like Nell said. Sheree goes to visit Kenya at home. And brought her some things over to help her feel better.
Care package. I thought that was kind of nice.
That was. Kenya shares that she had a chest x-ray, but they found nothing, but she did have the flu. So they gave her some prescriptions and sent her ass home. Kenya talks about being disappointed, missing a performance, and how much it meant to her and her brand. She brings up being in a bit of a blur and only remembering Marlo banging on her door. So that's when Sheree says she can't defend that. And then production then asked Sheree, well, didn't you bang on the door as well? And Sheree sticks to her lie that she didn't. Brooklyn then comes in to show her karate moves. I thought this was so absolutely adorable. I loved it.
That's cute because I left it totally out.
You're funny. And then they talk about Sheree's issues with her fibroids, and apparently she's trying to do things holistically. Plus, she's still not trying to give up the sex for 6 weeks that she claims she can't miss out on, but I don't believe she's having.
All right. We don't want to enter their bedroom at all. So now Mama Joyce went to see Kandi. And Kandi really jumped right into it with all the things that Mama Joyce was saying about Todd. And she told her that, she comes with
can't do this no more.
She says she comes with all this negative energy. And Mama Joyce said, that's why I don't even come over here no more. She want to keep her negative energy to herself. And,
can I tell you, I don't know why it broke my heart, but I was like, Mama Joyce, in that moment, everything she was saying, I said, it reminded me so much of my grandmother.
I knew he was going to say that.
Everything.
I knew he was going to say it. But she said, she told her, look, we're about to celebrate 9 years of marriage. This shit need to stop. And lets her know, you love your grandkids. The grandkids that you love so much love their daddy. And they're not going to want to see you,
basically dragging him.
And somehow this gets on to Mama Joyce.
Well, he don't take out the trash.
He don't take out the trash, and he need to teach Ace at 6 years old to take out the trash.
But he too busy going to the strip clubs.
She told her, you are always talking about what a man is supposed to do, and I'm going to need you to stop doing that to my man. And she said, all right, if that's what you like. So she told her, basically, what would you have your man do? And she said, well, when I get one, she said exactly what I'm talking about. You ain't got one, so stop talking about mine. And you need to accept this is what I like, this is my man, and that's what it is. We in it to win.
But you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I think Mama Joyce it's people do what you allow. And I think Mama Joyce did it
Initially,
for
she
so
was
long
allowing
because
it.
this is a conversation that should have been had years ago.
Yeah.
And that's why so many fans or viewers jumped down Kandi's throat because she wouldn't check her mama and she let it fly. And when Kandi made it look like, well, I'm okay with my mom disrespecting my husband and I'm not gonna correct it, why would she?
Well, she suggested that they all go to counseling, and Mama Joyce agreed. And Kandi is happy about this, but she don't know how it's gonna go.
I love when she said, he used to be so meek and humble. What she say? And then
he
she's like, and now he around here like he George Jefferson.
I said, what? But you know what's so funny? They did a flashback. Y'all are some shady ass.
Right.
Shady ass network. Then Kenya went to Vita Flow. And she has Drew and Sheree meeting her so that they can all get back healthy again. I would not, because I do not like needles, and I'm not going to sign up for just to have voluntarily you sticking me unless something's wrong with me.
Oh no, I definitely do it.
No. And it's an IV. I'm golden.
Oh no, I love IVs. Shoot me up.
No. So Sheree greeted Drew with a high five and told her it's because we got an issue, boo. And she brings up the interview of her saying that everything that she gave her, she confiscated. And Drew says, I don't think I said everything.
And of course,
I was referring to the bag that you gave. And of course, they ran back the clip and she did use the word everything. And she says the bag you were referring to actually was my personal bag. It was never supposed to be brought up on stage, and it had my personal belongings in it. Fix it, ma'am. And then Kenya brings up the conversation that she had with Marlo, and basically explain what Drew was saying about what her being attacked. And as Drew is basically running down this story, Sheree is noticing all the little gaps in the story that Marlo told, and how Drew was standing over her, and I was standing up against the wall, and then Marlo got up and was standing over me because Marlo way taller and was all up in her face. And of course they showed the clip. So Sheree says that basically then she brings up the reason why the argument even ensued is because of
the whole nephew situation. And
yes. And Sheree says that she thinks the issue is really that the nephew worked at Kandi's shop, and when Kandi was made aware of what happened, she didn't even send flowers or extend anything to the family. And she felt like, that was the issue. So Sheree lets them know about the pact that they made, for everybody to stay cool, even when everybody comes back around. And looking at the next preview for the next episode, that went straight out the window.
But yeah, it was a little, I mean, I wouldn't say it was kind of dry. It was kind of dry.
But it don't look like it will be next episode.
It definitely don't. So I get it. Save the best for last. Let's not make this a lengthy season, bravo. But if you guys have not already, thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, we appreciate it. If you haven't already, please make sure that you hit the like button.
You comment.
You subscribe.
And hit the notification bell.
And make sure that you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, and the IG. And yeah, catch us next week for another review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Have a good night.
Good night.